That's right. I am back, and today I thought I'd give you another reaction because I think you guys wanted it. And the movie we are going to be reacting to today is Joker. Yes, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, the 2019 nominated movie for Best Picture. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've seen the movie. It was probably one of my favorite movies of 2019. Not probably, it was one of my favorite movies. That and 1917. Those were my top movies of that year, and I really like both of them. It's hard to pick one better than the other, but if I had to choose, well, I'm not going to choose, so. But, yeah, we're going to be watching Joker today, guys, and I'm really excited. I haven't watched the movie in a fair amount of time, so I think enough time where you could get a really good reaction from me, because it's not fresh in my memory, so I want to give you the best content for you guys, and so we're just going to be watching Joker today, and I'm going to be reacting to it the best possible way I can. Joaquin Phoenix, Todd Phillips. The hype around this movie before it came out was just so real and so huge. And honestly, this movie lived up to it, in my opinion. It was really great. It was a fantastic, well-acted movie. It was very well put together, not what I was expecting from Todd Phillips, especially after the movies he's made before, like the Hangover trilogy, Old School, Due Date. So he's basically a comedy director. To see him put out something like this really was just something out of left field, and it was just like took us all by surprise, and we didn't know Todd had it in him, but apparently he does. And so just now seeing Joker as one of Todd Phillips' most famous films he's put together, it's just cool to see what's going to happen with his directing skill now that we know that he is just not a comedy director. And so I feel like I'm just giving you, I'm rambling on right now, but I really like this movie, and I hope when I react to it, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, you guys share my type of enthusiasm that I feel towards this film. But enough of that. Let's go right into this movie. You know my drill. You know what I'm about to do. We're going to be reacting to this movie all together. I'll give a little commentary for the movie while we watch it, and after give a little short review of how the movie is and how it holds up. And basically, yeah, just see how the movie does. But also, guys, just want a reminder, if you guys like what I've been putting out so far, maybe hit that like button. It really does help out the video and the channel. But also, if you guys are new to the channel, I would really appreciate maybe hit that subscribe button. If you've been watching my videos and liking the content that I've been producing, then yeah, just hit the subscribe. Might as well. You'll get notified for when I post a new video, and you'll keep enjoying my content. I do it for you guys. I just want to make you guys happy. So other than that, let's jump right into it. Joker 2019. See, that's something cool. I really appreciate that Warner Brothers did that with the whole Warner Brothers logo for this film. Because the movie's set in the 1980s, so to make it more, I feel it makes the film more authentic to have that old-fashioned Warner Brothers logo. We can clearly see that Joaquin Phoenix, Arthur, the character, is a sad character. Just in the beginning of the movie. See, that's such great acting in my opinion. Just like first 2 minutes in the movie, and you can already tell what we're in for by the main character and how he's portrayed in the film so far. I feel that has a lot to do with great acting. And nobody helps him, too. As soon as he says, stop them, nobody helps him. God, poor Arthur. Just the first few minutes of the movie, and he's already gotten beaten up. You can tell that he's depressed. It's just, God, life sucks for Arthur right now. Joker. That must have hurt Joaquin Phoenix's voice for forcing himself to do that. It looks like it hurt so much to do that laugh.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
They're struggling, looking for work. These are tough times.
Kind of resembles 2020, don't you think?
I've been using it as a journal, but also as a joke diary.
I just hope my death makes more sense than my life.
I was wondering if you could ask the doctor to increase my medication. I just don't want to feel so bad anymore.
Excessive medication, I don't think, is the answer, man. Find a hobby. Make friends. Find a hobby. Like, do something. Just don't stay at home and go do your job and just, like, have a life.
Does he stop bothering my kid?
I don't think he was bothering him. Imagine hearing that on the bus after you start talking to him. So it's like, you would be thinking, like, oh, damn, we got to get off this bus now. So he's depressed. He takes medication. He's sad. He has this condition where he can't control his laughter. I mean, look at this. Look how this is painted, this picture of this movie. It's just so dark and dreary. It's just... You can't help but be depressed while watching this. And those steps, too. I heard a lot of people have been going to those steps. I think it's in New York, right? I think a lot of people have been visiting those steps since the movie came out. And it's like a tourist attraction now. So he goes home to live with his mother. And I guess his only enjoyment is this show. Because that's the first time I saw him sincerely smile throughout the whole film. This looks like Arthur's dream. Yep, it was a dream. Yep, that's his happy place. Yeah, your mom is right. You need to eat, bro. But look at that bruise on his back. So I know this movie is heavily influenced by the movie Taxi Driver, but also there's another movie with Robert De Niro. I'm forgetting the name of the movie. Somebody could tell me in the comments, but I know it's heavily influenced by that too. Robert De Niro is playing like a up-and-coming comedian, and I think he like kidnaps. I've never seen the movie. If it's worth my time, let me know in the comments because I would like to see it, but I don't know. I might have to check it out on my own, or maybe have a reaction video towards it.
It's for you. You gotta protect yourself.
Oh, it's a gat.
Otherwise you're gonna get fucked.
Damn. You see that transition? He's laughing hysterically and he just goes to a straight face.
He's going out of business, for God's sake.
So they think he stole this sign? Why would anybody want to steal a sign?
Does anybody do anything? If you don't return the sign, I gotta take it out of your paycheck.
Look at that face, man. That's scary. He's zoning out. He's not even listening to what the guy's saying anymore.
This building is so awful, isn't it?
Hey.
Well, that's kind of creepy, to be honest.
Thomas Wayne is a good man. If he saw this place, it would make him sick.
I don't want you to worry about money.
I know Thomas Wayne is played by the actor who was in The Dark Knight Rises. I forgot his name. Somebody could tell me in the comments. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool how he's playing Thomas Wayne in this movie. And he was also in the Nolan trilogy. Honestly, I would have left it in my locker. I wouldn't have taken it home with me. Especially with your mom around. And she's elderly. And like she seems like she's kind of like losing it a little bit. So I don't know. She just seems really old. So I don't know if a gun would be a good place to have in the house.
You're a really good dancer.
See? Exactly. Making up people in his living room. Oh! Damn. That was the perfect example. The gun is not good to have in that house. Especially for a guy who has never held a gun before.
I have a wife. We love to role play. My favorite one right now is Professor and Senior who really needs to pass my class to graduate. So I'll tell you how I operate. I'm a professor at a prestigious New England university. And my wife is a senior in my Intro to Western Civ. I know. Come to me during my office hours.
Do you notice that? Because I don't think I noticed it the first time, but I'm noticing it now. He's not laughing at the punchlines. He's laughing at all the other times that are not really that funny.
I think I might be in danger of failing your Intro to Western Civ.
God, this whole music, this whole time is very ominous. Look at his body language. Joaquin Phoenix really put 100% in this movie, and you gotta appreciate that.
Are you following me today?
She caught him.
I thought that was you. I was hoping you'd come in and rob the place.
You know, I do stand-up comedy.
Oh,
You should maybe come see a show sometime.
that's his
I
in.
can do that.
Oh, this reminds me of kind of the Robin Williams movie, Patch Adams. Oh, come on, man. Why would you bring that to a freaking hospital, man? Kids think it's funny, but the nurse saw it.
Please. I love this job.
Randall told me you tried to buy a 38 off him last week.
Wow.
Woke up, Arthur.
Yeah, man. That was all the happiness he had. Oh, well, damn. But that does beg the question, why would you bring a gun to the hospital? I mean, you just leave it in your locker. Don't bring it to your house. Don't bring it to the hospital. Just leave it in your locker. And Randall, too, man. Freaking sold him out. He was the one who gave it to him. That's such BS. I feel like the only reason why Randall gave him the gun was because, to get him fired. Well, that's not nice. Well, it distracted them from throwing the fries at her, so I guess that was kind of good. I don't know if I have any horror fans in this reaction video, but that shot right there where you saw Arthur's face with the makeup on kind of looks very similar to Terrifier, the clown in that movie. I don't recommend that movie if you're not a fan of scary stuff, but there's a lot of gore in it, so I don't recommend it for you guys. But he kind of resembles that clown in that movie. God, I forgot the clown's name. Yeah, but he looks like that clown. But back to the movie. Damn. Can't this be self-defense? They were beating him. They were kicking him and, like, beating him up. Ah, damn, that's brutal. So we can clearly see that Arthur likes to dance. He's very artsy in a way. And now after killing a person, we're getting to see him let loose? I don't know. This is how he spends his free time, just dancing. And we're seeing a transition probably of Arthur. Well, he just threw away his bag. Yep, we are definitely seeing a transition in Arthur. He's taking initiative now.
Hey, Alfred. I heard what happened. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Doesn't seem fair. Your dancing doesn't do the trick. You're just gonna shoot yourself.
Oh, that's
about it.
Oh!
It was his gun.
Oh!
What? I still owe you for that, don't I?
Oh!
What the fuck are you talking about?
He
Stop
just sold him
fucking
out.
your ass off.
No, but I was saying the guy in the mirror who was talking, he's in, like, a lot of Todd Phillips movies.
Until a little while ago, it was like nobody ever saw me. Even I didn't know if I really existed.
Arthur, I have some bad news for you.
See, he was even fessing up to saying that
He don't listen to you.
he is feeling a change in him.
You ever really hear me? You just ask the same questions every week.
He's calling her out.
Any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
Now, this next comic describes himself as a lifelong Gotham resident who was always told to bring laughter and joy into this cold, dark world. Okay.
Okay. I mean, like, yeah, how would you respond to that opening? It's a very interesting opener. Public speaking is probably one of the scariest things, well, to me at least. And I just visualized if I was in his shoes and I started bursting out laughter without even doing anything, I would be like, my anxiety level would be skyrocketing right now.
My mother would say, you should enjoy it. One day you'll have to work for a living.
No, I won't, Ma. I'm gonna be a comedian.
Nobody's laughing, man.
You know, I was just thinking the other day, why are the rich people
Oh, well, people are laughing. And he's going on a date, too. Things are looking up for Arthur, even though he just killed 3 people. By all means, probably isn't looking up for him, but as of what we are witnessing on screen, yeah, then I guess so. He is looking a little happier. So supposedly that's the girl on the train that he saved from, I don't know, from the abuse from those 3 passengers. I don't understand how we were supposed to know that, but I think like people came out and said that's supposed to be the girl. Arthur is just, he's a very interesting character. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, but the acts that he has done so far by killing those 3 people, I mean, that does depict a very bad person. That's an eye-opener. For people who have not watched this, I don't know if anybody watching this right now have not seen this movie. It's just like, when I saw this on screen and like saw him being portrayed as Thomas Wayne's son, it just like threw me through a loop, because like I would have never expected that. This is probably not the best way how Arthur is going at it, by like trying to confront his mom aggressively and like almost attacking her in a sense. So yeah, he shouldn't have acted like in this way, but I'm just saying, if you hid his true father from him for this long, I understand Arthur's frustration. I'm just pointing that out.
That we not be together because of appearances. And besides, you can imagine what people would say about Thomas and me, and what they'd say about you.
What would they say, Mom?
I'm Bruce.
Bruce Wayne. See, that's another thing. That would make the Joker Batman's brother. See, that doesn't really add up. That I know that's not comic book realistic. I mean, but this movie is its own thing. It was not going to be any sort similar to anything that we have seen before. So, I mean, if they were going for originality, it would be cool. I don't know how I would feel about the Joker being Bruce's Batman's brother.
My mother's name is Penny. Penny Fleck.
You're her son.
Everybody knows about her.
I know about the two of them. She told me everything.
There's nothing to know. There is no them. She was a sick woman.
Thomas Wayne is my father.
Damn, he's attacking Alfred. Joker already trying to kill Alfred. But like I was saying, yeah, there's two stories being told here. So one is what Penny said, and one is what Alfred said. And which one do you believe? I feel like I definitely believe Alfred. I feel like he is telling the truth, and his mother is kind of crazy. Because we can see how Arthur is. He's a little delusional, too. There is that little question, that little, like, thought in your head being, is Alfred lying just to cover it up?
Mr. Fleck, we had a few questions for you, but you weren't home. So we spoke with your mother. What did you say to her? Did you do this? No, we just asked her some questions. She got hysterical. But like I said, I still have some questions for you.
I got a coffee. You're welcome.
Finally, in a world where everyone thinks they can do my job, we got this video. Check out this joke.
It's funny. When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again.
God, Robert De Niro's delivery on lines is just hilarious when he wants to be.
All right.
Oh, he's mad now. Because that Murray was his idol. And to see his idol make fun of him like that, that's going to drive him crazy. He looked up to him.
Can I help you, pal? Do you want an autograph or something? My name is Arthur. Penny Fleck is my mother. Jesus. I had to talk to you.
Look, pal, I'm not your father.
I think you are.
Well, that's impossible because you're adopted, and I never slept with your mother.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
He didn't know that.
She never told you.
Now you have to definitely believe what Alfred and Thomas are talking about.
She's crazy.
He can't control it now. You just let it loose. You let the laughing loose.
You think this is funny?
Oh my god, he's crazy. Oh, damn.
Touch my son again, I'll fucking kill you.
Damn, that was some punch. But he took it like a champ, though. He didn't go down.
Hi, Arthur. Well, as I was saying, we've gotten a lot of calls about your clip. Amazing responses.
I wonder why people responded so positively to watching that.
Mary wants me on the Mary Franklin show.
After he just made fun of him. To be honest, too, watching this right now, you kind of forget this is a Batman movie. I mean, I know Batman's not in it, but this is kind of connected to Batman. So in a sense, it is a Batman movie, and so you kind of forget that. This honestly feels like its own thing, and that's, I feel, what makes this movie such a great film.
Alright, it is. Fleck. Penny Fleck. Let's see. Now, the patient suffers from delusional psychosis and narcissistic personality disorder.
That's the proof right there you needed.
Changing the welfare.
His mom was lying.
Child, you said she's your mother?
Mm-hmm.
You also stood by when one of your boyfriends repeatedly abused your adopted son, battered you.
Son was found tied to a radiator, filthy apartment, malnourished with multiple...
He was abused.
Body and severe trauma to his head.
You know he's not even really laughing about this crap. He's probably crying inside. Arthur really had a messed up life. Now, I think this did it for him. He's gonna go more insane. I think this was his trigger point, finding out that he was abused and that he was adopted, and I don't think he's can be saved anymore. Well, this is not his house. So, yeah, this is definitely not his apartment.
Oh my god. What are you doing in here? You're in the wrong apartment.
This threw me through a freaking loop when I first saw this in theaters. Oh, man. Okay, and so after seeing that scene and him walking out that door, you could guess what happened. You think either her and her kid died or they didn't die and he just left them and didn't touch them. But I think it was confirmed that he did not kill them. But you hear the cops, you hear the sirens in the background, so it makes you guess and makes you think, did he commit another crime?
You know what's funny? I used to think that my life was a tragedy.
Oh.
But now I realize it's a fucking comedy.
God, I understand why he's doing it, but I feel like he still shouldn't do this. You're killing your own mother, which is really bad. She let her boyfriends abuse him and beat him up and never tell him that he was adopted, and she just lied to him. Still don't condone what he's doing. He's mimicking what he sees on TV. He's getting prepared for his appearance on the Murray Franklin show.
Knock, knock.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, hey, guys. Come on in. What's with the makeup? I'm all done. Celebrating. Figured you could use some cheering up. Cops have been coming around the shop talking to all the guys about subway murders.
He was a dick. Oh, I just noticed that. He drew a face on the wall with the ashes, didn't he?
Hoyt said that make sure our stories line up.
Oh, God.
You're my boy.
He drew a happy face.
Makes a lot of sense, you know what I mean? Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. I just want to...
Oh, my God. Oh. Yeah, he's had it, man. He's done. He's gone.
Did you watch Murray Franklin show? I'm gonna be on tonight.
I don't even know why that guy hung out with that big guy. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. You shouldn't have done that. But yeah, this begs the question, well, is Arthur gonna kill him? It makes you think. Because he's just off his rocker now. He's just killing everybody.
Gary, you were the only one that was ever nice to me. Yeah.
Yeah, we should run. I remember when the first teaser trailer came out of us seeing what he looked like as Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, and everybody just went like crazy. Because like this is not the typical look for Joker from Batman, but yeah, it's just a new take on it. No green and purple suit anymore. It's red and yellow and kind of green accents. And I think I've heard Todd Phillips speak about this this part right here while he goes down the steps. This is kind of him going all the way down to the abyss and him going from the higher up where he was and now just down to the rock bottom. And he's just gone insane, basically. I think that's what Todd Phillips meant. Oh, there are the cops. They're just watching him dance. They were just watching him dance for a good minute, though.
Murray. Hey, Mr. Franklin.
It's Mr. Franklin.
That's all bullshit. What's with the face?
What's with the
You want
face?
to protest? I just thought I'd be good for my act.
Oh my gosh.
See, this is what I'm telling you. The audience is going to go crazy if you put this guy on. Murray, one small thing. When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
Oh my
What's wrong with
gosh.
your real name?
That's cool.
That's
That's something I wish they saved for the audience to see in the theater and not the trailer. Because like I feel like a lot of people would have been like shocked or like in awe when they heard it first for the first time in the movies. So that I think the trailer kind of ruined that part.
Please welcome Joker.
Yeah, this is some entrance. He's got to make an impression though for his first time on screen.
Well, that was quite an entrance.
Yes, it was. You need a background check the people you bring on your show, Murray. Look at this guy. He's like zoning out right now.
This is exactly how I imagined it. It's been a rough few weeks, Murray. Ever since I killed those 3 Wall Street guys.
Oh, he just confessed.
And why should we believe you?
You got nothing left to lose?
Oh, God.
Have you seen what it's like out there, Murray? You think men like Thomas Wayne ever think what it's like to be someone like me?
And I'll tell you this, not everyone is awful.
That's true. Not everybody's awful. There's good people and there's bad people.
I'm awful? Oh yeah, how am I awful?
Playing my video.
He just called him out.
Putting me on the show. How about another joke?
Oh,
Murray?
no.
I think we've had enough of your jokes.
What do you get
I don't think so.
when you cross a
here
mentally ill loner with a society?
Are we gonna get what we saw him do already initially?
I'll tell you what you get. Get what you fucking deserve.
Oh my God, it still shocks me. When I saw this in theaters, my jaw dropped, honestly. I was not expecting this. Because, like, a lot of people said they went off the Dark Knight Returns thoughts that when the Joker went to a talk show and he gassed all the people in the audience, that's what I thought was going to happen. But I had no clue he was going to do this.
Good night. And always remember, that's
Damn. He started a movement. even though that movement is horrible. Damn. Oh, God. I think a lot of people knew as soon as they saw this scene what was going to come next. Yep, there's the alley. Damn. Right in front of Bruce. Alright, that's something I kind of don't really agree with unless they further specify who that man is. Because if it's just some random guy who killed them, that wouldn't make any sense to me. It needs to be someone with, I don't know, with someone that we've seen in past comics that has a backstory that we have known. And he uses his blood as a smile. I wonder if that laugh strained his voice at any point. That's... God, it seems like it would take a toll on him. And he has a new psychiatrist, or therapist.
So funny?
That's the joke. I mean, there might not be a silver lining yet, but he birthed Batman. His movement caused the death of Martha and Thomas Wayne, so we're gonna get to see Bruce become his
You want to tell it to me?
alter ego.
Arthur, what have you done?
Look at his shoes. Look at the prints on the floor. So he killed his therapist. That's what I'm getting at. No way turning back for him. He's lost his mind. But it's sad that, like, sometimes you wish just, like, the worst people could turn into a good person at the end, but that's not Arthur's case. But this movie, honestly, still one of my top movies ever. It's a great film.
One of my favorite, top 2 movies of 2019.
Todd Phillips did a great job. Joaquin Phoenix did a great job. Robert De Niro did a great job. Just a great film, and I'm really glad they made this. It was awesome. Even though it's just so sick and twisted, the story, but... Well, that's life. And we just wrapped up Joker 2019. I gotta say, watching it for maybe the 3rd or 4th time now, it still poses to be a great film. This movie, yet very depressing and very sad to see a character like Arthur Fleck go from a very depressed and lonely person, but at least he had some sanity in him, a little bit of sanity, just to go, by the end of the film, to the depth of hell, basically, and him just transitioning into this crazy, psychotic psychopath of a murderer, killer, sociopath as well. It's just sad to see this happen, but yet it is portrayed in such a great way on screen. This movie is so captivating to me, even though the subject is so simple, yet so sad, because there probably are people like this in the world. Not probably, there are people like this in the world that probably are going through a tough time and don't know any easy way out, and they turn to stuff like violence or crime. And it's just really sad, because this could honestly be based on a true story, and I think there is some influences from real-life cases of, I think the train scene where he killed the 3 passengers, there is a similarity to a real-life court case where a guy killed a subway person, a patron. But that being said, I'm gonna be reviewing this movie for the sake of it being a film, and not any way as a real life standpoint on what has happened in this movie, or like none of my beliefs that I'm going to talk about right now or my thoughts are going off real life situation. I'm just going to be going off the film as a whole, and just so this is all going to be a fictional review. None of my thoughts here are going to reflect what I sincerely think of real life situations. But damn, Arthur Fleck is just a very sad character. And the way Joaquin portrayed it, I honestly believe nobody else could play this role other than Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, I know there were a lot of rumors when this first movie came out, because we didn't know what to expect, because like it was going through like a lot of writers, a lot of directors, a lot of rumors have been passed around about this movie before it came out. And then I think it finally came down to it being a kind of noir type film, and it's just set in the 80s, and it's going to be a standalone movie, because there was some rumors that this might be a movie based in the DCEU for the Joker, and we didn't know if Jared Leto was going to be in it or anything of that nature. But then when it came out that this is going to be its own thing, a standalone movie with 2 Jokers in the DC universe, because at that time we still had Jared Leto as Joker, and then we were going to get a new Joker. This is just something really that I feel like not a lot of people expected, especially a rated R comic book movie. I know we've been getting more and more of those as time progresses. Rated R comic book movies weren't really a huge thing, because like PG-13 is where to go, because that's where the basis is mainly for comic book fans. Young adults are really the moviegoers who go and see comic book movies, but this really did not feel like a comic book movie. So this, in a sense, is the perfect way how this movie should have been made. A rated R crime noir film, a standalone movie, not connected to anything in the DCEU. So this was honestly perfect in my opinion. Todd Phillips did a great job at directing this movie. It was great to see him transition from comedies to a more of a drama, crime, thriller type movie, and it just makes you want to see what else he has in store for us as he directs more and more films. And also, as actors go, Joaquin Phoenix, perfect in the role, does a great Joker. But you've already heard somewhat of my review if you've seen my my Batman film series, a live-action film series. You can see my review on somewhat of my favorite Jokers. I talk about that briefly in, I believe it was either Batman with Michael Keaton or Batman Returns. So if you guys want to check that out, it's at the end of the video if you want to look at my thoughts on Joker. But Joaquin Phoenix is really up there. He did a great job. Also, Robert De Niro, he's also not really in this movie that much, but there isn't really a lot of main characters in this film. It mainly focuses on Arthur's story and his transition of where he goes from point A in the beginning of the movie to point B at the end of the movie. So Robert De Niro is mainly the secondary character in this movie, even though there's not a lot of people in it. Well, I mean, like, he is a supporting actor, but I'm just saying, like, as of Arthur Fleck, he's probably the most screen time given to Robert De Niro than any other character in this movie. Robert De Niro did a great job, and it's cool to see him in this movie because, like I said while we watch it, this movie takes some aspects of some of the Taxi movies and The King of Comedy, which is the movie I didn't know the name of, but I just looked it up recently. And so it puts it in this movie. And these are 2 movies I have yet to see. I know it's bad for me, a film junkie as myself. I have yet to see Taxi Driver or The King of Comedy, and that is on my to-do list. Something that I want to bring up shortly, this is kind of off topic. I mean, not really off topic because it does pertain to the Joker movie. There is a rumor going on, because when this movie first came out, it was said to be a one-and-done movie, a standalone movie, nothing else. This is going to be it, just Joaquin Phoenix in this one role as the Joker and Todd Phillips direct this one movie. But now a lot of rumors have come out that they are going to make a sequel to Joker, and my thoughts on that personally, even though I love sequels and I'm all for sequels, I know studios are. If a movie makes some amount of money and goes over what they projected, definitely they're going to make a sequel. And so this movie made $1 billion, over $1 billion. And so this surprised probably Warner Brothers, especially because it was a rated R movie. But now the rumor is that they might make a sequel to Joker. And my thoughts on that are, I kind of don't want that to happen. Even though it would be cool to see Arthur progress as a character and see where he goes from where he's at right now, and what we just witnessed at the end of the movie, him killing his therapist and escaping the asylum. It would be cool to see where he goes and where he's at and what he's going to be doing in the second movie. But also, mostly what is going on in my head right now is, usually when you make sequels, you kind of like taint the taste of the movie in people's mouths. And that's how it's going to feel when Warner Brothers makes a sequel to Joker. It's just not for me, man. This feels like a movie that just should be a one-and-done movie, like they initially said in the beginning, before money was involved in them making $1 billion. It just feels like a perfect movie to end with the way it ended. It's just great the way it is, and I don't feel like Joaquin needs to return to reprise the role. I don't think Todd needs to return. I mean, especially if they don't return for the sequel and they have a new director and a new actor playing Joker, by all means, cancel that movie. But for now, as it is, if the rumors are true, which I hope they're not, just let it be done with one. I mean, but who am I to say? I'm just a guy putting his 2 cents on YouTube about the film and my thoughts on the sequel. But maybe you guys agree with me, maybe you don't, maybe you guys want to see a sequel, because like a lot of rumors have been said that they might find out who the real Joker is of Batman, because like some people have talked about this movie, about the Joker in this movie is really just the influence of the real Joker of Batman, and so he influences someone to come out of hiding and become the real Joker. And so what we witness in this movie is just some guy who went crazy and puts on face paint, and that honestly would be cool to see in the sequel, but also it just wouldn't make sense and it wouldn't feel right, in my opinion. Maybe I'm alone in this. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel of a sequel to Joker. But other than that, if we're just going off this movie as a standalone movie and the one and done movie like I hope it is, it's great the way it is. It's very depressing. It's very sad. I really recommend this to a lot of people. I'll be honest 100%. This is not a movie for everyone, especially if you're like me. And like I've confessed to you guys already that I'm a guy who really likes endings that are satisfying, and like the protagonist in the movie succeeds and becomes sane and well and gets what he wants, and it just becomes good. Basically a happy ending. And even though that is in this movie, this doesn't feel like a happy ending. It's very sad. Gotham is basically torn to shreds now by the time that we finish this film. If they do pick this up in a sequel, they're gonna definitely show the aftermath of his actions and what it led to. At the beginning of the movie, like I said, everybody was in basically a depression. It's the 1980s. Times were tough. Only the higher-ups, the wealthy, were thriving. Everybody else, all the normal people, were like stuck in the slums, begging for scraps, eating bread and butter probably every day. So yeah, where was I going at? Yeah, my recommendation. I highly recommend it, but just know what you're getting yourself into. It's not a movie for everyone, and if you have not yet seen this movie, I will say go into this with an open mind. But yeah, guys, Joker 2019, Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix, Robert De Niro, Brett Cullen, Thomas Wayne. I don't know what to think of Thomas Wayne in this movie, because like in some movies he's depicted as a good guy. In this movie, he's kind of a dick, but also kind of an okay guy. I don't know how to feel about him in this movie. It was a different Thomas Wayne than I'm used to. And I don't know if there's some comics that depict him as being this type of Thomas, but I am on the fence with this Thomas Wayne. I don't hate him, but I also don't really like him. He was just like, because, yeah, there's just some stuff I agree with him in this movie and some stuff I don't. But that also shows that Brett Cullen did a good job at portraying Thomas Wayne. My rating for this movie, it's definitely a solid A. Does it hold up? Came out in 2019. Still a classic to 2021, in my opinion. So yes, it definitely holds up. I think it will be a movie that holds up for a while now, honestly, because like there's nothing that I feel like won't be overlooked by film critics, film reviewers, film enthusiasts. I don't think it will be ever overlooked by those type of people, including myself. So this is a movie that I think will hold up for a very, very long time. Yeah, that was Joker, guys, and I'm glad you listened to my little short rant about this movie and how much I adore this movie and how great it is, and I hope you guys liked it. I really enjoyed rewatching it with you guys, and I look forward to our next reaction video. But like I said, in the comments, guys, let me know what your guys' thoughts on a sequel to the Joker movie, and if you guys are for it or if you're against it. But also, let me know in the comments some stuff I probably missed about talking in this movie, because I know there's a lot of you guys that know a lot about these movies. So feel free to put it down in the comments what you guys know and want to fill me in or fill anybody else in about this movie, because I love getting insight about films. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in my next reaction video, okay? And as always, peace.